An organization is more than a collection of responses to the external environment. The ways people in an organization behave, including the goals they set and the manner in which they treat their customers, are also shaped by forces within the organization, which we could term it as the internal environment of organizations. At the end of this topic, you should be able to 1. Define organization culture. 2. Applying competing values model of culture to categorize the culture of an organization. 3. Define organization climate. Organization culture can be defined as the shared set of assumptions, goals, and practices made by people in the organization. It is a form of knowledge network that makes cooperation easier through shared values about what is important and beliefs. It provides a framework for organizing and directing behavior on the job. Organization culture can be weak, with much disagreement amongst members, or strong, with a unified understanding of the culture. Both can be difficult to define specifically, but are noticeable in the details of an organization's operations. Mission statements, business practices, symbols, rites, and ceremonies can all give clues to an organization's culture. For example, the way people dress and behave, the way they interact with each other and with customers, and the qualities that are likely to be valued by their managers are usually quite different at a bank than they are at a rock music company, and different again at a law firm or an advertising agency. In general, cultures can be categorized according to whether they emphasize flexibility or control, and whether their forces is internal or external to the organization. By considering these two dimensions, we can describe the 4 types of organizational cultures as group, hierarchy, rational, or ADHOCRACY. Group culture. A group culture is internally oriented and flexible. It tends to be based on the values and norms associated with affiliation. An organizational member's compliance with the organizational directives flows from trust, tradition, and long-term commitment. It tends to emphasize member development and values participation in decision-making. The strategic orientation associated with this cultural type is one of the implementation through consensus building. Leaders tend to act as mentors and facilitators. Hierarchical culture. The hierarchical culture is internally oriented by more focus on control and stability. It has values and norms associated with a bureaucracy. It values stability and assumes that individuals will comply with organizational mandates when roles are stated formally and enforced through rules and procedures. Rational culture. The rational culture is externally oriented and focused on control. Its primary objectives are productivity, planning, and efficiency. Organizational members are motivated by the belief that performance that leads to the desired organizational objectives will be rewarded. ADHOCRACY is externally oriented and flexible. This culture type emphasizes change in which growth, resource acquisition, and innovation are stressed. Organizational members are motivated by the importance or ideological appeal of the task. Leaders tend to be entrepreneurial and risk takers. Other members tend to be having these characteristics as well. Organization climate consists of the patterns of attitudes and behavior that shape people's experience of an organization. For example, an organization's climate might include clear performance standards, frequent conflict, great trust in leaders, and open communication between supervisors and their employees. An organization's climate and its culture both shape the experience of working there and the organization's effectiveness. However, because organizational climate is easier to measure, managers often find that dimensions of organizational climate are more manageable.